In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at when activity is expected to pick back up in the eastern states with multiple potential snowstorms still on the way, as well as very, very cold Arctic blasts that are coming in. Real quickly, let's talk about my consulting company, Prestige Weather. If you're looking for more than the generic hourly or daily forecast that can be so frustrating and very broad, look no further than Prestige Weather. We help out individuals and businesses alike. If you're an individual looking for better, more accurate, and direct weather information, be sure to subscribe to our standard package. That's only $4.99 a month. We have just unveiled brand new graphics to help deliver extremely informative and efficient forecasts for your business, breaking down the snowfall forecast, timing forecast, and risk level for your specific location. Our clients have saved time and money using our services to make critical decisions. Gone are the headaches of tirelessly hunting down information across the internet. Prestige Weather is here to help you and your business. Be sure to email us at prestigeweather@gmail.com or use the Calendly link in the pinned comment down below to book a meeting with me immediately. We offer consulting calls, texts, and emails catered to your exact location of need. We will be on standby during your job or event and give you updates from start to finish. We also offer long range, medium range, and short range forecasts. We can help with rainfall and snowfall forecasts, plus the timing of onset and ending, which is so important. We pride ourselves on being highly flexible, and we're always willing to deliver on your specific needs. Put a meteorologist in your pocket so you no longer have to guess what the weather will do. Let's dive into things, and we're taking a look here at our European model. We're going to be doing the full kind of rundown here in this video. Let's go ahead and take a look at this upcoming storm, because we actually do have on our doorstep basically a minor to moderate snowstorm, and this is coming in the form of a lot of moisture that is making its way offshore of the eastern states. This is going to bring some lighter snowfall for areas inland, maybe moderate for some spots. I'm thinking a general 1.5 to 3 inches, if you will, maybe 2 to 4 for those areas. As you can see, once we get this primary coastal low offshore, we actually do get a heavier area of snowfall, however, for Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Maryland, and Northern Virginia. This is the area where we have the best chance for 4 inches plus, especially as you work your way up towards southern New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland. This area looks to do extremely well as this low pressure system is dropping in pressure severely as it's moving offshore. So this is really going to lead towards some intense snowfall at the very tail end, giving you guys a nice moderate snowfall event. That's all happening here on Friday evening, some of which is even happening this evening on Thursday the 18th. As we work our way towards Saturday, we get this extreme Arctic air mass set up over the eastern states here, bringing extremely cold conditions far below normal temperatures to the northeast, Ohio Valley, Great Lakes, upper Midwest here, even portions of the Mid-Atlantic, getting in on this severe Arctic cold. Just like we had a couple of days ago, we're expecting a second round of these very, very cold temperatures. Meanwhile, out west, we do actually have some storminess working its way onshore, certainly not helping things as we continue this really active pattern overall. We are going to get a brief wintertime thaw, is what we usually call this. It comes in the midst of active conditions, very cold snowstorms. We oftentimes get these little thaws for 5 to 7 days, let's call it, and those thaws don't usually last too long. Otherwise, we would just call it an overall warm pattern, but we do expect this one to be relatively short-lived, so we're going to be breaking that down. It all starts on Sunday the 21st when we see our cold air kind of leaving the eastern states, and afterwards we're going to watch warm air fill in and really surge northward through the eastern states. Meanwhile, activity is going to continue out west. We have a 999 millibar low pressure center there for southwestern Canada there. And as we continue this on, we see things just continue to warm up here for the eastern states. As we have this warm air surging from the Gulf, we're also going to carry up a lot of the moisture, and this is going to lead towards a lot of storminess to occur along this warm air mass. So that Gulf energy is working its way northward. We actually do get a pretty decent snowstorm out of this on the very far northern extent, perhaps for areas like Wisconsin, Michigan, the Northeast as well. And that is all going to move out by the time we're reaching the 25th. Meanwhile, we're getting these kind of weaker nor'easter type storms that are moving northward through the eastern states, originating here from this Gulf moisture once again, and working its way up with the surging ridge. So if the flow is coming from the Gulf and working its way to the northeast, you can expect a lot of those moist, warm conditions to also be carried with it, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Meanwhile, this is around the 25th, 26th time frame. We do have a ridge building out west. Positive PNA is trying to take back over, and this is going to encourage a lot of cold air to want to work its way into the east. So let's watch this play out. And we actually do get a little bit more cold, nothing too severe yet, but this ridge is still building by the time we reach the 28th here. A little bit more widespread here with this positive PNA, very inactive pattern in the west. And we actually get a pretty decent shot at a snowstorm here for the northeast. New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. Potentially, if we see any southern trends, we could get Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, and southern New England involved as well. Could be another pretty big northeast snowstorm if this does set up that way. Now, the total precipitation here, we will take a look at the long-range guidance in just a moment, but we can see warmer temperatures. Precipitation, we have above average precipitation out there for the west coast, of course, as we have multiple storms moving in, highly active, and you can also see where this Gulf moisture is surging northward towards the mid-Atlantic and northeast, so we also get another pretty above average precipitation area here for the east due to that. Total snowfall, we do get that snowstorm at the very end. We also get that one towards the middle, and that leads to the upper Midwest, Great Lakes, Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic, and Northeast having snowfall activity over the next 10 days, regardless of that warmer pattern. It could be pretty limited for areas in the further south, but for the very northern regions of these eastern states, we certainly could see some activity despite the warmer overall pattern. The west, of course, is still going to cash in on a lot of snowfall, as they always tend to do. I will say, though, as we approach the 28th time frame, we do see this slowing down a bit. So we're going to pay attention to that trend. Could see a little bit of a lull in the activity out here in the mountains, which still spells activity, just less than they're used to, which is a whole lot. Now, the GFS model, we actually see 15 days here, so this gets us all the way to February 3rd. Which in a moment, we'll take a look at the temperature pattern because we do expect a big time flip around the 1st of February. I've been saying this for days, maybe even weeks now, but February 1st seems to be the time frame that we see a return of some of that colder air and snowfall opportunities to the eastern half of the nation. We also get a very similar slowdown out west as we approach the end of January into the beginning of February for the west. So a lot of this is coming over the next 5 to 7 days and really slowing down after that. But as you can see, despite that pattern and even after that pattern, we do get quite a bit of snowfall here for the upper Midwest, Great Lakes, Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic, and Northeast. So activity looks to continue through the next 15 days for the most part. Let's take a look here at the temperature pattern. We have severe cold right now. It's only going to get worse as we approach late in Saturday into early Sunday here. As you can see, severe cold air set up over a majority of the east here, with these greens being 10 to 15 degrees below normal. The purplish blues there inside the greens is going to be 15 to 25 degrees below normal. And then your magentas there is going to be 25 to 35 degrees below normal, which is obviously a severe departure from what's typical. Of course, like we mentioned, after the 21st here, we do see a milder pattern set in. Again, we've been calling for this for quite a long time, and it is going to be quite warm. I mean, we're even seeing upwards of about 15 to 20 degrees above normal here for the southeast. Same story up there in the upper Midwest. So a pretty stark difference from what we were seeing just about a week earlier than this 26th time frame. As we keep going, though, we see the warmth continues for a while, but right around the 31st into the 1st, look at that on the east. We have another signal of colder air trending in here around the 1st of February, just like we've been calling for. Meanwhile, we have a very intense positive PNA pattern taking place out west. This is only going to help to encourage the cold even further to make its way into the eastern states. So that's something we will be watching. And this lasts all the way through the end of the model run, which is on February 2nd. So we will be watching this as we do every single day. Speaking of that, we upload every single day, so be sure to subscribe to the channel for those daily uploads. You can even hit the bell icon for daily notifications when we upload so you never miss one. Be sure to like the video if you did enjoy it, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.